Before there were trees, before there were birds, before there were people, cities, stories, or civilizations, there was only silence. A vast, dark, endless silence. And from that silence, our story begins. Welcome to LearningPad 3D, children. If you didn't subscribe, if you didn't follow, please do follow, please do subscribe. Please let us know in the comments which type of lesson or which lesson you want to listen in the next video. So, not 100, not thousands, but 4.6 billion years ago, when the earth was first formed, born from swirling clouds of cosmic dust and fiery gases left behind by exploding stars. Let me show you something here. This one. As I told you, 4.6 billion years ago, when the earth was first formed, born from the swirling clouds and the cosmic dust of the fiery gases left behind the exploding stars. At that time, Earth was not a beautiful blue planet we know today. It was burning ball of molten rocks. You can see. It's like a burning ball of molten rock. Let me write this sentence for you. Burning ball of molten rock. You can describe Earth like this. At what period of time? 4.6 billion years ago. Okay then. Now, this what you are seeing, it is constantly struck by the asteroids, comets, with volcanoes erupting across its surface. There were no oceans, no oxygen, no life, only fire, smoke, and chaos. Yet hidden inside that chaos, you can see here, yet hidden in that chaos was the beginning of everything. Can you see how beautiful it is looking now? Yes. Now let us learn the birth of oceans. As millions of years passed, the young earth slowly began to cool. Our earth began to become cool. A thin layer of atmosphere started to form, made of mostly of gases released from the volcanic eruptions. There was no air for humans to breathe, no blue sky, no clouds like today. But then something remarkable happened. The water vapor in the atmosphere began to condense. Clouds gathered, and for perhaps millions of years, rain poured upon the earth. Now, imagine that rain falling on a newborn planet for ages. Slowly, that rain filled the low places of the earth crust and formed the first great oceans. It formed the first great oceans. Now, I want everybody who are watching this video, please type the names of that oceans. It's a very quick work. Now itself, please comment the ocean names. Okay. Now, and in those mysterious ancient waters, the greatest miracle of all was preparing to begin. What happened next? Let us just explore. Here you can see at the first beginning of around 4 billion years ago, inside the earth, these warm mineral-rich oceans, simple chemical molecules began to interact. Just see here, all the molecules came to interact. Then what happened? The tiny building blocks, carbon, hydrogen, let me write for you, carbon, hydrogen, what else? Oxygen, very good, nitrogen, and all other elements started combining in an extraordinary ways. From non-living matter, the ingredients of life were forming. Scientists believe that lightning, volcanic heat, underwater vents, and the energy of the early earth may have helped these molecules join together into more complex compounds. This may have included the basic molecules needed for life, such as amino acids, and the building of block of proteins. Okay, it was not yet life. Is it life, children? No, but it was life's first whisper. Yes, it's the life's first whisper. The oceans had become the earth's first laboratory. The ocean has become the earth's first laboratory. What happened next? What do you see here? Yeah, what do you see here? By around 3 billion years ago, the first simple single celled organism appears. These were tiny microscopic lives. You can see these were they are very tiny microscopic life forms, so small that billions could fit in a drop of water. They had no hands, no eyes, no voice, no brain. Yet they were first living beings on earth. They were simple cells. As you can see, they were very simple cells, and what we call them are prokaryotic cells today. Organisms without any nucleus. They lived in the oceans, feeding on the chemicals around them. This means something astonishing. Every plant, every animal, every dinosaur, every human being can trace its existence back to these tiny first cells. We all began as something unimaginably small. We all began. You, me, and everybody began as in a very unimaginably small thing. Next. Let's just move forward, and let me tell you that this photosynthetic cells, what you are seeing, these were the first photosynthetic cells, ancestors of today's cyanobacteria. You can see them. These are the ancestors of cyanobacteria. Using sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide, they made their own food. And as a byproduct of this process, they released something that would change the earth forever. What it could be? It's oxygen, my dear friends. Oxygen. At the first, the oxygen did not immediately fill the air. Much of it reacted with iron dissolved in the oceans, forming vast banded iron formations. Ancient rust-like layers still found in rocks today, now also. In a way, Earth's early oceans were slowly rusting because of life. This is one of the most fascinating facts in Earth's history. Tiny microbes transformed the entire planet. The sea, the sky, the sea, the rocks, and the eventually very air we breathe were changed by organisms too small to be seen. You can see them, how small they were. Now, this was not just a chemical change, it was a planetary transformation. For many early organisms, oxygen was actually toxic. Some life forms disappeared while others just got adapted. And from that adaptations came something even more powerful. That's what just now we have seen here, the oxygen breathing cells. These are the oxygen breathing cells. You can see them on the screen. These new cells could produce energy more efficiently than before. Energy, more efficiency. More and more efficiency can be seen produced by this. This gave life more power, more possibilities, a great future. What we breathe today, with every single breath, is a gift from those ancient microscopic pioneers. So, in a very real sense, the first breath of humanity began billions of years before humans even existed. Okay. Now, let us just see here. Around 2 billion years ago, another ancient, it's a giant leap occurred. Life became more advanced. Complex cells with nucleus appeared, and these are the eukaryotic cells. Please see, have a look. I hope you will get the same thing in your science textbook or in biology textbooks. And unlike the earlier simple cells, they had organized internal structures, almost very tiny cities, yes, inside each cell. Now I'm bringing social in between the signs, okay, between the cells. So you can see like how we have discussed the Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, the same grid pattern I can see here. But yet the structures, almost like a tiny cities inside each cell, they had compartments, each system and more efficient ways of functioning. This was revolutionary development because every plant, every fungus, every animal, every human body today is made of these complex cells. Okay, this is the first eukaryotic cell. It won't be such clear in your textbooks what you are seeing on the screen. Yes? And this is a revolutionary development, and because every plant, every fungus, every animal and every human body today is made up of these complex cells. I repeat it again, these complex cells. Okay, the ancient blueprint of you is an ancient beyond imagination. When cells it learned to live together 1 billion years ago, for a very long time, life remained microscopic. That's what I have told. Let's just go a little forward and see. What are you seeing? We see a multicellular organism. This multicellular life and this idea that many cells could work together as one body. What are you seeing on my screen? There were many cells here. They are all working like we can call them multi-cell. Okay, multi-cell. That's what I'm discussing, multicellular life. And this is the idea that many cells together could work together as one body. As one body became one of the greatest innovations in the history of life. Some cells were being specialized. Some got protected. Some absorbed nutrients. Some helped the movement. From cooperation came complexity. From unity came life in new forms. And slowly, over vast stretches of time, this led to the evolution of first simple plants and animals. First simple plants and animals. You can see them, how beautiful they are, right? Okay. The animals and plants, you can see. And over millions of life diversified in astonishing ways, the seas became home to countless organisms, plants began to spread, creatures evolved, adapted and transformed. Earth was no longer just a planet of rock and water, it became a living world. Life learned to survive ice ages, volcanic eruptions and change of continents. And shifting climates, entire species appeared and disappeared. Did you see any time this type of mammal? No, I guess. Let me end the lesson or the topic with a very good note. So when we look at ourselves today, our thoughts, our dreams, our struggle, our achievements, we must remember inside every human being lives, in all our lives, there lived a history that began 4.6 billion years ago. The iron in our blood was forged in ancient stars. The organisms is from the prehistoric seas. The cells in our bodies carry a design billions of years old. From a fairy planet to a silent oceans to the first cell to dinosaurs to mammals and to humans. This is not just the story of science, my dear child. This is the greatest story ever told. The story of Earth, the story of life, the story of us. Please do subscribe to LearningPad 3D channel.